It's a good day to start to make some good trouble. My name is Sarah Alzanoun, and I'm with the Palestinian American League. First and foremost, I would like to thank the Sacramento Central Labor Council, and I would like to especially thank Volma. Let's give Volma a hand. I know it takes a collective to put this on, and I want to thank all the hands that had a part in it. I'm half Venezuelan and half Palestinian. I was born in Kuwait. I came here as a political asylum refugee over 30 years ago. I'm a refugee and an immigrant, and I promise you, immigrants are not the problem. The misinformation about them is. I saw a sign out there, way over there, and it said, a felon married to an immigrant is telling us that the problem is immigrants and felons. The president is married to an immigrant, further proving that immigrants are taking the jobs Americans don't. Now that I've caused some good trouble, I came here to talk about Palestine. And I promise you, there will come a day soon when it will be more controversial to have been silent than to have spoken out about Gaza. Now some sad tidings. The death toll of Israel's onslaught of Palestinian children has surpassed 18,000. My 1-year-old relative, Yassin Al-Zanoun, won't be able to ride a bike, and he never will learn because he was killed. Every person who died in genocide is someone's everything. Sometimes wax is used to hold body parts together in a burial. There isn't enough wax to cover the hole in my heart. Let's honor John Lewis's legacy and demand the promise of our multiracial democracy. We must continue to fight in the streets and push for policies to expand our civil rights, such as the Justice for All Act and the John Lewis Voting Rights Advancement Act. Our fight is interconnected because whatever you allow your government to do to others, they will eventually do to you. The same oppressor that murdered George Floyd and Stephon Clark is the same oppressor committing genocide against the Palestinians, is the same oppressor conducting ICE raids, is the same oppressor exploiting the working class, is the same oppressor denying your right to medical care, is the same oppressor starting wars in Iran. And while we're here, let's talk about how easily people will believe that the poor, the sick, the marginalized, and the immigrants are the cause to all their problems, rather than the people in power who refuse to fix problems and exploit all of us. The empire doesn't just lie to you, it trains you to lie to yourself, to hate the wrong people, to fight the wrong wars, to fear the wrong enemies. It turns victims into suspects, like our current president. Oppressors into saviors. War criminals into Nobel Peace Prize winners. And it does it so seamlessly, by the time you wake up, you have helped build the cage that you're already in. From the words of Assata Shakur, nobody in the world, nobody in history has ever gotten their freedom by appealing to the moral sense of the people who are oppressing them. Revolution is about change, and first, you must change yourself. Your solidarity also means nothing if it disappears when it's the hardest to hold. Your solidarity is performative if you go about your normal lives without any direct or indirect action. I refuse to have U.S. war crimes on my conscience. I refuse to have ICE crimes on my conscience, and you should too. So with that said, join an organization. Stand up for injustice when you see it. If you do not have time to join an organization, support one you align with. Learn your rights, then spread the Know Your Rights information everywhere you go. Inform NorCal Resist if you see ICE in your community. The more educated people are, the stronger we become. And this is what scares the government, our unity, our solidarity. This is why they actively try to shut down our protests, our rallies, and our presence in the White House. The ones in power won't save us because who funds you runs you. We save us. We mobilize against issues, but we have to organize against the systems that allow these issues to happen in the first place. And lastly, your ancestors did not survive everything that nearly ended them for you to shrink yourselves to make fascists comfortable. Aquí estamos y no nos vamos desde el río hasta el mar.
Thank you. Now go make some good trouble, everybody.
A little taller. Hi, everyone. Everyone, please give it up for Sarah. My name's Alicia Yaffe, and I'm here on behalf of Sacramento Jewish Voice for Peace, the largest progressive anti-Zionist organization in the world. Today, we honor the legacy of Congressman John Lewis and Good Trouble. We stand in solidarity and in resistance against the dangerous attacks on our civil and human rights by the Trump administration. These attacks include enabling the genocide of Palestinians, eroding our rights to organized labor, and strengthening a police state that encroaches on our communities and our constitutional rights to free speech. JVP is a grassroots, multiracial, cross-class, intergenerational movement of U.S. Jews and allies in solidarity with the Palestinian freedom struggle. We convey a critical message. Anti-Zionism is not anti-Semitism. Anti-Zionism rejects the idea that one, a Jewish supremacist ethno-state is good for Jewish safety, and two, the use of this idea to justify Israel's ongoing genocide of the Palestinian people, which began over 76 years ago. We believe there must be equal rights for everyone between the river and the sea. Our movement seeks to stop the US-funded genocide in Gaza and the West Bank, which is spreading into Lebanon and Syria. This violence is done in the name of protecting Jews, but our safety is not zero-sum with Palestinian safety. I am also the US Director of Dignity for Palestinians, a community-led humanitarian aid organization in Gaza, founded by my good friend, Dr. Masalma Abu Khalil. We work to provide food, water, and other essentials to the displaced population in Gaza, which at this point is almost the entire population. In addition to being a JVP member, I'm a state scientist and a member of the California Association of Professional Scientists, or CAPS, UAW 1115. In the 178 days since Inauguration Day, the fascist, racist Trump administration has pushed forth legislation to suppress voting, speech, and protest rights. It's kidnapped people off the streets and worked to gut labor rights. Did I turn it off? I turned it off. Whoops. Don't press the button. We've seen students smeared and detained for their speech in support of Palestine. The technologies that enable mass surveillance and kidnapping people for the language they speak, the color of their skin, and their beliefs are the same technologies being used by Israel in its genocide of the Palestinian people. In 2024, ICE signed a $257 million deal with Palantir to use its technology to help conduct workplace raids, deportations, family separations, and it entered into a strategic partnership with Israel, providing AI tools to surveil and oppress Palestinians. Google provides software and AI tools to ICE, CBP, and DHS, and it also provides similar services to the Israeli government to surveil Palestinians and US citizens. Our struggles are interconnected, and we are much stronger when we stand together. In 2023, unions representing people in Gaza, public service and trade workers, agricultural workers, nurses, midwives, lawyers, teachers, and engineers issued an urgent call to unions in the U.S. to stand in solidarity with them by taking action to end all forms of complicity with Israel's crimes. Most urgently, to halt the arms trade and stop all U.S.-funded weapons and military research. It's time for action now. Palestinian lives live in the palace. John Lewis fought for our civil and human rights, and his honor, and in solidarity, we stand for the civil and human rights of everyone from Sacramento to Palestine. Thank you.
Hello, everyone. I stand before you all today furious and indignant. This morning at around 7:45 a.m., immigration enforcement officers conducted a raid at Home Depot in South Sacramento, where they arrested over 10 immigrant day laborers and one of our own NorCal Resist observers. Many of these day laborers were beaten and tased. Our observer, Jose Castillo, who is a U.S. citizen, was maced and arrested for lawfully documenting government abuse in public. This is not normal. The rounding up of our neighbors is not normal. The arrest of citizens lawfully holding government officials accountable is not normal. Do not accept it and do not become desensitized to it. Freedom of movement is a global issue. It does not begin and end with Latinos. It affects every single one of us. From Haiti to Thailand and Palestine, restrictions of freedom of movement are interconnected with police brutality, the war machine, the prison industrial complex, racism, and exploitation. It may start with immigrants, but I assure you, it ends with freedom being taken from all of us. Now is the moment to stand up and act. These rallies can be exciting, but they mean nothing if the extent of your action ends here. Where we must know that it is time for us to be present wherever our immigrant neighbors are being kidnapped, whether it be in courts, hospitals, at work, or their own homes. We need you, every single one of you, to fight back now, because we are getting closer to a time where it will be too late. We are getting closer to a time where justice will be a faint memory and our vision of a future will be dominated by darkness. So to combat this, what do? NorCal Resist volunteers have bared witness every single day to arrest at the immigration courthouse. We witness the fear and confusion in people's eyes as they are being dragged away from their hearings. But we show up again and again and again, despite being physically pushed to the ground by ICE agents and intimidated day by day. We patrol streets from Yuba County to Nevada City and the Oregon border, verifying reports of ICE presence, and we are tired, but we will not be intimidated by a fascist regime, and we will not stop. So So, what will you do? I hope you know it's time to make a choice, and it is my hope that you will join us. Scan those QR codes and help us demonstrate that immigrants are as enmeshed into our social fabric as our citizens, and that we will resist government abuse until we are all safe. Help us cause good trouble as we defend our most vulnerable, as we defend democracy, and as we fight for a better world for all. Thank you.
When our community is under attack, what do we do? When our community is under attack, what do we do? When our community is under attack, what do we do? Because when we fight, thank you. So now we have an amazing labor leader who's about to come up and speak, and she is Annika Walls, the president of SEIU 1000.
Hello everybody, buenas tardes. Mi nombre es Annika Walls y soy la presidente de SEIU Local 1000. I am here with you today. I'm Annika Walls and I am the proud president of SEIU Local 1000. We represent nearly 100,000 state workers across California. Nurses, educators, custodians, IT workers, analysts, inspectors, and so many more. We are the people that keep California running. Nosotros somos el corazón de California. Y'all, this is beautiful. Seeing all these faces, all your faces out here. So much energy and so many of us here willing to show up, stand, and fight for democracy. Standing for immigrant rights, human rights, and workers' rights. Today, on the 5th anniversary of John Lewis's passing, we carry on his legacy, including all those who came before us and some of those who are still in the fight with us today. Leaders who taught us to make good trouble in the name of dignity, equity, and justice. Now, good trouble is what happens when working class people say enough. Ya basta. You all, we are an example of this, but we need to duplicate this crowd by the tens of thousands, because together we are the majority. Am I right? That's what today is about. Fighting back against injustice in our workplaces, in the state, and across the nation. Am I right? Right now, working class people are under attack. And as our federal government targets us, states like California must lead. Unfortunately, in some circumstances, we're seeing that some of our own leaders are falling short. This year, we witnessed Governor Newsom try to undermine the collective bargaining process to impose wasteful and unnecessary return to office mandates and cancel our union's hard-earned raises. Is that okay? Should they be honoring our contracts? But guess what? We fought back and we won. Because when we fight, we began talking to other unions, building coalitions, similarly to how we built the coalition to get y'all here today, organizing together, standing in solidarity, and we protected that 3% raise. We paused that RTO order, that return to office order, and we retained our power to go back to the bargaining table next year, because when we fight, and we're gonna use that power to keep fighting, because unions never back down when the pressure is up. Let me remind you, people have died for the rights that we have today, the rights that some of us take for granted. It was the formation of unions and the collective fight that won the 40-hour work week, that won the 8-hour workday, that won sick leave, that won vacation time, and so much more. It is these rights protect all workers, not just union members, but all workers, and we will not let them be taken away. Am I right? We all deserve livable, sustainable wages, quality health care, a safe workplace, and God damn it, we deserve due process, don't we? Our power is union power. Federal and state leadership have shown what they think of us, and we're gonna show them that when we fight, we don't stand alone. Nope, we stand alongside our other unions, brothers and sisters, our communities, our families, and our most vulnerable. Because when we fight, and when we make good trouble, we create real change. Am I right? So we're not gonna no longer stand idly by. Let's keep showing up, let's keep speaking out, and let's keep making good trouble, because our rights are worth the fight, right? Working people, are you worth the fight? God damn it, our democracy, is it worth the fight? Are y'all ready to make good trouble, Sacramento? Let's go.